and also probably why you were not meant to come in the 25th century. So there is need to engage in the process of asking critical questions as to where you are going. And it is happening right in your mind. And it is through these questions that great leadership originates from. It is from asking these questions that great conviction actually comes to each and every person who desires to transform their particular space. So I, for one, am one person, I've always said that I am not moved by titles. I am not moved by what people may call me, but I'm moved by that which I was brought to earth to do. And I concentrate on my assignment. And as I concentrate on my assignment, there's a tendency for people to come and watch me or see me burn. Whereupon I'm saying it all starts in the mind to say, I would want to attain a particular feat by a particular time, not necessarily to occupy a particular seat at a particular moment in time. So leadership is not about the seat that you are occupying. It is about the feat that you are going to accomplish within your particular space. Is someone still here? Can someone just unmute and say they are still or indicate?
Yes, we are still together.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So the point is, you must fine-tune your mind. And in fine-tuning your mind, we are saying a leader is a learner for life. Learning is not so much about the acquisition of papers. I know we have a challenge in this continent and probably in my country in particular, where there's so much emphasis on the papers that people are acquiring. I'm not negating the qualification that people have, but I believe there is need for you and I to be lifetime learners, where we are continuously learning as each day comes by. We are continuously feeding our minds with the rightful information that is going to enable us to generate the particular solutions that we must generate within our spaces. Now, the challenge that we have with papers is that the moment someone acquires a particular piece of paper, then they think they've arrived. But I feel there is no leader who get to a point where they say they have arrived. So there is need to continuously learn as each day comes by. You must never get to a point where you say, now I know enough. The moment you feel that you know enough, it means you are no longer relevant to the needs and to the demands of the hour. It is very unfortunate that we have so many people who are in leadership positions who have ceased to be contributors of anything of value. Why? Because they are still applying 2005 ways of doing things in 2021. In other words, we are having people who are called leaders who are moving dead. Why? Because their minds are empty. There is nothing of value that they have to contribute. You know, in my reading, I came across a certain gentleman from Kenya, especially for those who are in Kenya. This guy's name was Kimani Maruge. Kimani Maruge enrolled for grade 1 or the first grade at the age of 84. After the Kenyan government opened up an opportunity for anyone who didn't get an opportunity to learn to at least enroll at whatever age they were. And this gentleman swallowed his pride at the age of 84 and he enrolled for grade 1. And he sat right there on the desk alongside the 7-year-olds and 8-year-olds. Now, why? What am I saying? All I'm saying is, as a leader, you must feed your mind each and every day. Like I indicated, refuse to sleep with the same level of ignorance that you wake up with in the morning. So in every 24-hour period, make sure that the mind is fed with something that is new, something that is fresh. Just like we do with our eating, where almost every day we feed ourselves. There is need to feed the mind if ever you are to become a leader of repute, if ever you are going to transform your space, if ever you are going to influence your generation in a positive manner, there is need for you and I to at least ensure that the mind is fed. And not only fed, but fed with rightful stuff. So the mind there is critical. So as part of the method, one of the critical starting points of ensuring that the metal probably will come one of the days is to make sure that the mind is fed continuously. Commit 15, 20, 30 minutes or 1 hour every day to feed the gadget that lies between your two ears. That is your head. And as you do that, at least you will be assured that our generation and even future generations are safe. So besides the qualification that you attained some ages ago, at least engage in the process of personal development. Now, personal development will open up opportunities for you anywhere. I hope we are still here. Someone to confirm if they are still here?
Sure, coach. We on board. We're following.
Yes, we're here.
That's great. Thank you. I'll move on to the second aspect there. I'll just get back to my slide. The eyes and the ears. Now, on the eyes, it is all about vision. We cannot separate leadership from vision. We cannot separate leadership from the ability to see beyond today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, 10 years down the line, seeing beyond 50 years down the line, seeing beyond your life. I'm one person who believes that the world is run by dead men. Those men who manage to see beyond their lives. Those men who saw far deeper into the future. And their ideas, they live on even up to now. You know, the legendary Martin Luther King died in 1968. But up to now, we make reference to his I Have a Dream address. Why? Because there was a man who was a visionary. There was a man who saw beyond his own life. So that's the eyes there, where we are saying as a leader, you must see beyond your immediate confines. See beyond the particular locality you're into. See beyond your level of education. See 2021. See deeper into the future. A leader is a person. And when they arrive in that future, they take images of how the future looks like, only to come back and share with everyone to the effect that I've been to 2040 or to 2070. This is how 2040 looks like. Now come follow me and I'll lead you there. That's leadership. That's being a visionary. Now, in the year 1924 in Atlanta, there was a certain gentleman by the name Robert Woodruff. He was the president of Coca-Cola then. And Coca-Cola was in only 5 countries. But he shared with the board at that time. And he said, before I die, I would want everyone in the world to have tasted Coca-Cola. I believe everyone who is under my voice tonight has tasted Coca-Cola. It is because someone in 1924 had a vision of at least ensuring that everyone in the world would taste Coca-Cola. So he saw beyond his life. That is what everyone who is here tonight should also be able to do. In the year 1885, there was a certain gentleman, a bishop, who preached a very powerful message to the effect that the world was coming to an end. His argument was very simple. Everything that could ever be invented in the world had been invented up to that particular moment in time. So there was no need and there was no reason why the human race should continue to exist on earth. But amongst the congregants were 2 of his sons, who when they got home, the sons they said to their father, Dad, before your world comes to an end, we are going to fly in matter. Now, fast track from 1885 to the year 1903. These two young men experimented in a bicycle shed, trying and attempting to fly in matter. And on the 17th of December 1903, flight in matter became a reality, courtesy of the Wright brothers, Wilbur and Orville. Right. Now, their father was a bishop who preached that message in 1885 to the effect that the world was coming to an end. But the father could not see beyond what was immediately before him. The father could not see beyond the obvious. But the Wright brothers, they saw beyond what their father was seeing. That's leadership. And that's exactly what someone who is here tonight should actually be in a position to do within their space. I'm saying within your political space, see deeper into the future. See a better Kenya, or a better Zimbabwe, or a better Rwanda, or a better Liberia, or a better Sierra Leone, or a better Africa. And it is within your capacity to change and transform that space, only if you have a clear-cut vision for yourself. And in addition to that, like I said, it's the eyes and ears. A leader should also have ears that are on the ground. A leader should have a listening ear. You cannot afford to be a leader who is always doing the speaking, but you must be a leader who puts his or her ears on the ground to listen to the heart of things, to listen to the proceedings of what is happening in the world around us. As long as we stick to the old ways of doing things and we don't then listen to the heart of things or to what is happening around us, then we cease to be relevant, or we will be so irrelevant in as far as the demands of the world around us is concerned. So there is need for you to be a visionary. There's also need to at least ensure that you listen, and you listen more attentively. Someone said the reason why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth is so that we may listen twice than we speak. But many a times as leaders, there is this tendency to be doing all the talking without then listening. But it's important that you use those ears as part of the methods leading to the medals. Can someone confirm if they are still here?
Very, very powerful, coach. I'm following and I'm like, wow, this is what I was waiting for tonight. So you actually addressed my need. Please continue.
Thank you so much for that. I'll move on. I'm now moving on to the T, which is time, or what I call today matters. Now, one of the critical ingredients that you have at your disposal as a leader is time. You don't have forever to fulfill your assignment. You came here at this particular moment in time. Why? Because the solution provision that you are carrying is for the now. That explains why you didn't come in the 17th century. So the time that you have is for now. I can rest assure you that almost all of us in the next 8 years will not be here. So it means between now and then, we must maximize on every second, maximize on every minute, every day, every week and every year. Why? Because we don't know the day of our departure. So leadership is, or it must be executed within a time frame. And the time frame that we have is the one when you are still breathing in and out. If you don't do it within this particular time, then it means nothing much is ever going to come out of you. For those who are Christian, the Bible says in the book of Psalms 90, verse 12, teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. Now, that is exactly what each and every leader should be sensitive about. That every minute counts and that every day counts. And you must be able to maximize on each and every day. So this is why I'm saying today matters. The next day, when it comes your way, it actually matters. But many a time, what has happened is, as leaders, at times we push to another day those things that we were supposed to have done a day before yesterday. So never be pushing to tomorrow the things that you were supposed to have done yesterday. Why? Because of the so many tomorrows that are lying ahead of us. They are not all yours, in as much as there are so many. So for that reason, a leader is someone who is so urgent. A leader is someone who is running at a very fast pace. Why? Because they don't know their day of departure. Now, probably this explains why, in my case, I try by all means, I never turn down a request to speak or to share as long as I have an open slot. Why? Because I don't know my day of departure. And that is the very essence of leadership. So you're saying every day, do something that is worthwhile, add something of value to civilization, contribute something. That is the essence of leadership. To say, refuse in a 24-hour period to just allow that 24-hour period to pass by without you contributing something positive to your generation. And cumulatively, this will add up to what you call a leadership legacy. But as long as you don't do those things that you're supposed to do within a 24-hour period, it becomes a habit to a point where another day comes by, you also push and say, no, I'll do it tomorrow. Another week, a day comes, you say, I'll do it tomorrow. Then a week goes by. Another week, another month goes by. It's a year. Your lifespan is ended. And there is nothing of value that you have done. I think there's this particular poem which goes, summer is past, or spring is gone. Summer is past, winter is here. But the song I meant to sing remains unsung. Why? Because I've spent all my days stringing and unstringing my instruments. Isn't that what we are doing at times? Where at times we are shocked that winter is here and we cannot do those things that were supposed to be something of value to civilization. A day as matters. If ever at the end of it all, at the end of your life, they are going to say, here was a life worth living, it comes down to those 86,400 seconds. How you use them, how you apply them. And as you apply those seconds well, you actually stand to at least contribute something of significance to your generation. Now, moving on, the H there is the heart and the hands. Now, what the heart and the hands signify is the fact that a leader must have a heart that connects with the people. Where we always say that before you ask for a hand, touch the heart. When you touch the heart, the people that you are leading, they have no option but to offer their hand. They can go anywhere with you. Why? Because you have touched their heart. Now, the hands also entail execution. It entails doing something that is valuable, contributing something of significance. It's not so much a matter of folding your hands and sitting back and just hoping and wishing that someone else is going to do it for you. or blaming someone for your failure to do those things that you're supposed to have done or that you're supposed to be doing. But there is always need to apply yourself, using your hands, in as much as your mind can work, in as much as you can think. But besides the thinking, you must also be in a position to apply yourself physically using your hands. I've always said that 10 of a man's best friends are his or her 10 fingers. And you must be able to use those hands and not to just relax and sit back and just say, no, someone else is going to do it for you. But use those hands, use that heart to touch another heart. Be compassionate, feel for them. And as you do that, this becomes part and parcel of the methods that you are using, which will then lead you to the medals that you so much desire and so much clamor for. Can someone confirm if you are still here?
Still here.
Right, great. Someone else?
Yes,
Here.
Still here. Here.
Okay. All right. Great, great, great. I'm moving on to the opportunities where for you to be able to get to a point where there is so much of the contribution and there's the value addition, you must always look for opportunities within your area of specialty or within the area that you are contributing value in. Now, the first thing that I mentioned is the issue of the mind, where I said you must be able to apply your mind. You must be able to continuously feed your mind. You must be able to generate ideas. Now, it is through continuously feeding your mind that opportunities present themselves. It is normally when you are busy doing something that great opportunities actually come your way to exercise your leadership. Someone said success is the meeting point of preparation and opportunity. So as you prepare yourself, chances are very high that you are going to have more and more opportunities coming your way. So use those eyes to look for opportunities within your space. Use those ears to listen, such that those opportunities that are there will also come your way. That's critical, that's central. So as you do that, it is more opportunities come your way, then the recognition that you require so much, it is going to come. There's no doubt about that. You know, I was sharing with someone in the afternoon, I was saying, success is predictable. I can predict where you'll be in a year's time, probably by just looking at what you're doing. If I spend a day with you, then I can tell as to whether you're going up or you're going under. But that only comes about as a result of the things that you're doing presently. And as you do those things, chances are very high that opportunities are going to come your way. Maybe I'll share with maybe some of us a testimony. Some years back, I think around 2008, I always tell people that I would maybe address, I will tell them that my voice is too big for my country of birth, which is Zimbabwe. And I always tell them that my voice will speak in West Africa and in East Africa, my voice will speak beyond the oceans. By that time, they never used to understand what I was saying. But I feel that when you do certain things in a certain way, you can easily predict your future. And I can also say it right now, tonight, that this voice that you are hearing, probably you will hear more of it into the future, as long as I am still alive. And probably you will hear more of this voice one of the days booming from India or booming from Europe or booming from America. Why? Because methods, the methods that you are applying, they open up opportunities for you. And as they open up for those opportunities, it then leads to the recognition, it leads to the medals, it leads to the legacy that is tangible, a legacy that will actually outlive you as a person. So opportunities, look for them as each day comes by. Then besides the opportunities, maybe going back to my slide. The D there signifies the delivery. I think I mentioned the issue of action. Here again, we are saying there is need for you to continuously put into practice probably those things that you might have learned, those things that you continue to gather maybe in seminars or in conferences like this, those things that you read probably in the books and whatnot. There is need to put those into practice. Any great leader over the ages, they've always been men and women who put into practice the things that they knew. They actually say that action is the greatest measure of intelligence. So the delivery there comes down to discipline. It comes down to determination. It comes down to dedication. It comes down to continuously doing things that add value. So it's not enough to know. You must do. It's not enough to be talented or to be gifted. You must apply. I'm one person, I love nature a lot. In most of my illustrations, I use nature. I've often said that I would rather have a tortoise that is moving than a rabbit that is stationary. It is better off for that tortoise because it is making progress. You see, the challenge that we have around us is that we have so many people who are greatly talented, greatly endowed with abilities, but they sit back and they wait for some very good time to arrive or to come their way before they start to execute things. But the best time to deliver something, the best time to action is today and not tomorrow. Today is the day of delivery. Today is the day of you executing in line with the particular area of leadership that you find yourself occupying. And I've been saying, and I continue to say, the leadership doesn't come down to the title. It comes down to being on top of your game, being ahead of the pack in your particular area of expertise. And as you do that and as you deliver, the world will have no option but to knock on your door. The world will have no option but to look for you. Whether you have a title, you don't have it. The bottom line is a man and a woman who delivers value, who stand to be respected and to be honored, and the medals that so many people out there who are doing nothing, those things that they desire so much, it will come your way without you even desiring those. As long as you are applying the methods, as long as you are delivering value, as long as you are contributing something of significance, then the truth of the matter is great results will come your way. And they always stand laid up deeper into the future to say there was once a man, so there was once a woman who did great exploits in the particular generation that he or she will be making reference to you. Then I'll move on to the center of my slide, which is we are saying this to humanity. Leadership is being selfless, where you selflessly offload to other people what you have been sent to earth to offload, and do it with high levels of excellence and exceptionality. You see, there is no fruit tree that consumes its own fruit. I'll repeat that. There is no fruit tree that consumes its own fruit. But the moment the fruit tree produces the fruit, then all of us will dash to that particular fruit tree. Why? Because the fruit tree has produced. The fruit tree is offering its fruit to the world around us. And as long as we are serving the world around us, then value also come our way. So let's not be driven by the money that we get whilst we execute our mandate, but let's excellently contribute value and serve our generation in a selfless manner and in so much humility that as we do that, the world around us and even our generation will stand and salute and say, here is a man or here is a woman who is contributing or doing something that is so significant and that is so valuable to his or her generation. And I think on this one, I'll end maybe by highlighting what Martin Luther King said, where he said, if a man is called upon to be a street sweeper, he must sweep streets just like Michelangelo composed, or just like Michelangelo sang, or just like Beethoven composed music, just like Shakespeare wrote poetry. This man must do it so well that the host of heaven and earth will say, here lies a great street sweeper who did or performed this job so well. That is leadership. That is excellence. That is contribution to one's generation. That is contribution within the area of your specialty. Not so much about position, not so much about possessions, not so much about power, but it's about purpose, it's about passion, it's about the methods that you apply, which then lead and contribute to the medals that we so much desire. I think on this note, you would allow me to end here, and I would open the floor for maybe one or two questions. Maybe what I would also say is that the subject matter before us is quite broad. It can be explored from so many different angles, but for today, I just thought maybe we address it from the methods to medals. I think on that note, I end here. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Bwana Noah, Mr. Noah, that's been a wonderful session. And yeah, for the audience, did you learn anything? I'm looking at somebody who has shared in our WhatsApp group, and she is saying some of the lessons that she has just already picked. Success is where opportunity and the preparation meet. Action is the greatest measure of intelligence. It's not enough to be talented. Today is a day of execution. Yeah, leadership is not in the title. So many lessons. What have you learned for you who is listening from wherever? So I would be happy, and for the, of course, for our speaker, it's good to encourage him that you picked something. Just put it there on the chat. Please, if you picked something, and I want to believe you have, that's why you've been silently following. So let's bring our reactions. And as we do you have a question? Is there a person with a question? You can take one or two. You can either lift your hand or just type it there, and we will be able to, to pick them. Yes, I think that's a powerful eye opener, Mr. Noah, because the way we view, I mean, there are so many fallacies around leadership, and especially for the young people, because we have been inducted to the thinking that, especially when we talk about leadership, many times we look at just political leadership, and we are thinking that, I'm not a leader, I'm not a chief, I'm not a president, I'm not a DC, I'm not a leader. Neither am I'm not even a CEO of my company or the manager, or something like that. And therefore, I feel like leadership is a preserve, for those ones. And I've actually never even been a school prefect, and therefore I'm not a leader. So demystifying it to the extent, I mean, bringing it to our level that yes, just whoever I am, I can be a leader, and these are the, the ingredients. And I want to believe there are so many people who have lost the opportunities, of being leaders or demonstrating, or taking advantage of, opportunities that are there to offer leadership, just because we have been lacking such kind of information. And sometimes also we lie to ourselves that we are leaders when we are not. What we are is, I don't know what is the opposite of a leader. I don't know whether is a dictator or a manager or something, and so on and so forth. So, sometimes you may find somebody, they have a position, but clearly this is not a leader. There is nobody who is following or something like that. I think this is wonderful and powerful. What do you think, guys? Do you feel like you are a leader? Do you feel like you have been nurtured to be even a better leader? Or are you still feeling like, this is for them? One day when I will become a leader, when I will become the member of parliament of my area. So let me see, what are people saying? Yes. And if you want to lift your hand, just put it up. I'll give you an opportunity. Okay, yes, whatever you have to do, do it right now. Thank you very much, Sammy. Yes, there's somebody else. Lucy Monique says, refuse to sleep with the same level of ignorance that you woke up with. That's a powerful one. Yes, refuse to sleep with the same level of ignorance you woke up with. So basically, sharpen your skills every dawning day. I mean, just make sure that you are a better version of yourself every day. Powerful lesson. Emodia here says, success is the meeting point of preparation and opportunities well utilized. I totally agree with that, Bona Emodia. Yeah, that many times we are just envying other people. They are successful, but the difference is that they were prepared when the opportunities came knocking. Are we prepared? The mind, the skills, the what have you. Have we been preparing ourselves? Thank you very much. I think that's a powerful one. Milka says you must learn daily, feed your brain. Thank you very much, Milka. And I actually, the nuggets I had read earlier, they were posted by Milka. Powerful lessons I can see you've been picking there. A leader should be visionary. A leader should put their ears on the ground. Oh, okay. That's a nice one, Lucy. A leader should put their ears on the ground. Dalnoa, there's a saying here in Kenya which says, vitu kwa ground ni different. In English is, how do you put this in English? Okay, somebody help me with English for that. Vitu kwa ground zinakuanga different. I just can't, can't translate that. I wish somebody can help me. Yeah, but yes, at the ground, or where the people, where in the, okay, just take it the way I put it, Noah. I know I'm not able to just put it. What you see
No, that's
not
fine.
the real deal. Thank you, Milka. Yes, I think Milka has simplified it for me. I was struggling. Yes. Yeah, what you are seeing may not be actually what is real. When you go to the ground, when you go to the where really it matters, where the rubber meets the road, you will find that that things are different. And maybe the best example is, these days we are having virtual meetings. If I told everybody who is in this video who is in this call to enable their videos, you will see things. Somebody is under the blanket, the other one changed long time ago. Yeah, so things are not as they look. Yeah, so.
Yeah, true. I hear you on that one. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, Teddy, my good friend from Uganda. It's good to see we had representation today in, all over East Africa. Yes, Teddy says, as a leader, you must listen more than you talk. That is why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. How profound. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, how some of us talk as if we have 5 mouths and 1 ear, unfortunately. So what you see, yes, thank you very much, Milka. That's what you leadership is not a position, but or possession. Leadership is not position or possession. Thank you very much, Wairoma. A powerful lesson there. Yeah, because we keep, and maybe I recommend to you guys, read buy the book or get the book that is called The Leader Without a Title. It's by Robin Sharma. I think it was a big transformation for me when I read it, and I think that's after I read it is when I started attracting positions of leadership where I do, because I was always thinking, you have ABCD, but when you start leading where you are in your position, you become a leader even without a title. Titles start attracting you because people already start discovering that you are a leader. But when you wait for the title to become a leader, then unfortunate, you may never become one. And local, a leader must have a heart that connects with people. Awesome lesson. And Vincent Diba's comment is hey, hey, hey. So thank you very much, Vincent, for that one as well. So I think what I've picked is that so many people have picked powerful lessons. I can't see any question. Oh yeah, Vincent has added something. The worst disservice a leader can do to his people is to deliberately keep them ignorant. Powerful, powerful. Yeah, and unfortunately, it happens quite often. Our political leaders, especially the side of the world where I come from, enough times they will make sure that so long as you remain the way you are, we know you are not gonna fail to vote us when we come. So ignorance is also one of the tactics that is used, to get people, following. Thank you very much. I think those have been powerful lessons. I can't see any question. Tells me a lot of learning has been taking place. I think, Noah, you are a great teacher, that you teach people get it at one instance, the first one, without needing to even ask, and that's awesome. I will allow Wanja to say something. Yes, Noah.
I was going to say probably everyone else is so confused that they don't even know where to start.
I hope that is not the case. You guys, you better defend yourselves. Yeah. But from the comments, you can tell there's a lot of learning that was taking place. So, yes.
Maybe can I say something else before you give to
before you wrap up? That's okay. That's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. What I was sharing with us is actually part of a book that I'm actually which I've just put on the board there. Leadership Greatness, Methods to Medals. So that's the cover of the book there.
Wow, awesome. This is great. Leadership Greatness, Methods to Medals. Awesome. I didn't even know that you are an author. So how can people get your
Yeah, I mean, for this one, it's not yet out, but for the other ones, they are available. I have one or two that are available at the moment. I mean, we can always liaise. You can come to my inbox and we arrange it so best we can get them.
Thank you. I think you will also share with us how people can contact you, those ones who would be interested. That's awesome. I like the title, and we would love to also see the others that you have. So you can share your contacts, how people can reach you on the chat. I think that would be helpful. So no, yes.
That's fine.
Oh, they are here. They are here already. Yeah, plus
they are there.
Thank you. Please, guys, take the numbers.
Okay.
Numbers over, up there. You can just keep it up. Keep the slide up just in case somebody was yet to read the number. Yeah, Enoch says, no, a leader will always say what we did. We will always say we did this, and a boss will say I did this, for them to be like that. Thank you very much, Enoch. Another very powerful learning lesson there. Yeah, for a leader, it is about us. For the boss, it's about me. Yes, powerful presentation. Noah, thank you very much. Good feedback. Rose from, I heard you say you are also from Zimbabwe. Thank you very much for tuning in. Modia, wow, that should be a great read in the kitchen. Modia likes kitchen. Thank you very much, Modia. Good presentation, Noah. Lucy Moneti says. So I think that's been a great one. Beautiful presentation. Again, Mulea says, Eugene, awesome feedback there. Awesome content there, Noah. We really appreciate. And thank you for taking your time to be with us. I will be giving you an opportunity to make your closing remarks.
Close remarks from me, or it's another.
Want to follow? We do this every Saturday. We are here. As we were starting, I was saying, I was, informing guys that we have been doing this for quite a while. This is not a one hit. We do this every Saturday. It's not a one a hit and run. That's what it's called. Yeah, we have been to it, and we thank God for helping us to come this far. We just had a conference I was mentioning earlier, a powerful one 2 weeks ago. And yes, other things that we run, we have a university club where we have university students, enough of them, almost 200 of them who follow what we do. And the intention we are towards, we are working towards forming some clubs within the universities, just mentorship clubs. We have a one-on-one mentorship, mentor-mentee relationship. We have quite a number of people, almost 40 mentees, and the mentors, a pool of mentors again, who mentor them. Individualized mentorship. We also have a premarital counseling class. I think the first cohort is about to graduate, and yeah, we will be recruiting another cohort. So as I was telling you, we mentor in as many areas as possible. Like that now, that has been going on for the last 3 months, the premarital counseling on the side. And yes, we also have what else do we have? We have something else I'm forgetting. Yeah, we also have a digital content creators hub. It's shaping up. We have several guys who are in content creation, and they are learning. We have some coaches there who are training them, and so many other things that we do. What we are trying to do is to empower youth in every respect of the word. When you need hand holding in this area, you need empowerment in this other area. Yeah, we empower you, and yes, and accountability team, Vincent says, yes, we actually just relaunched it. Accountability, very, very powerful. This is where we have seen the biggest achievements, I must say, where people come and tell each other, ask each other. Like now, today we have learned about leadership. What have you started doing? What are you doing differently? If you are a leader in a workplace, what lessons have you picked that you are applying? If you are a leader in your in your own way, what differently? And that is where now the rubber meets the road. That's what makes now the difference, where now people pick lessons and they put them into practice. But because what happens is that when you go and get isolated, you are on your own, things start evaporating, and you don't even know what you have been able to achieve. Or you can't, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months later, there's nothing to show for it. You just forgot. And then next time you hear about leadership, you are like, yeah, I want to attend that one, but you can't even remember what you learned. So what we have done is that, and that is one of the areas that we are trying now to work around, to make sure that we have a very strong, vibrant accountability, forum where people, like last Saturday, that's all we did. We just came together, and the people who came, they were asking each other, what have you done so far? You have learned. Some of us have been here for over 100 and almost, and 50 sessions, and we have learned a lot. But what are you doing? What is it translating into? And those are the things that we want to hear. One person is able to inspire another, but another person gets inspired. When you hear that, you listen to the same speaker at the same time with another person, but for them they took off. For you, you are still just dilly-dallying and doing nothing. The challenge is you start feeling like, wait a minute. So I just needed that word and action it, and it would have been, it would have made a difference. And that's what we've been up to. And yes, it's one of the things we are shaping up, and many things are running. And the wonderful thing is that we are seeing impact in a big way, in a big way. So yes, I will allow Noah to make his closing comments, and then I will now we will make a prayer. And what will happen tonight? I want to give you a surprise. I have some. I've always done this alone. Today I have some guys in the background. When you see me, when you see Madhi, when you see Royal Mentorship Program, there are some other guys who do this. And tonight I'm so privileged they are near where I am. So I'll be showing some of your faces here live. And so yeah, so that's as we wrap up. So yes, Noah, go ahead.
All right, thank you so much. I would want to say thank you to the host and to everyone else who managed to attend this session. I would just want to close off by saying, if some other leaders did it in the past, we can also do the same. We can also rise to the occasion and make a positive contribution to our spaces. It doesn't matter the space that you find yourself in, you have what it takes. The fact that you are alive today is proof enough that you have it within yourself to bring about change within the particular space that you find yourself occupying. Now, thing maybe as I finish off is that is a mighty force, or plus the opportunities that come away become a mighty force that
So I don't know, can we hear Noah? I lost him. Can the rest of us hear him?
No.
No.
Unfortunately, we lost him. I can see, oh, he is rejoining. Let's just give him a chance to finish. Okay. Noah, we lost, I think he can't even hear me yet. I guess he has not enabled his audio.
okay.
Yes, Noah, sorry, we lost
I think
you.
I lost. Okay, that's fine. I was just saying one idea that is added to another idea plus opportunities around you is a mighty force that can transform your life and your space forever. So if what it takes, let's go out there, let's transform our spaces, let's make our world a better world, let's make Africa a better Africa, let's make our communities better communities. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Awesome. That's a great one, and is a wonderful place to to put a post. But yes, as I promised, I have some guys behind who are behind the seats. Yes, let them come and we show their faces. They just mention their names and possibly what they do, some of the things that they do behind the scenes, and maybe in one line the impact. Maybe I will ask Modia to do two extra words and just say, maybe mention what maybe the impact the program has had. Okay. Sorry, we lost. My network misbehaved.
Can you hear us?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I think
We
I
are
will
able
just
to.
try to I will allow these guys to say hi as awesome. Awesome. Good. Thank you. My computer is back. Let's allow us to mute one. Okay, I think we are good now. Thank you. So let me allow my guys to say hi one by one. Hello everyone. My name is Sami, and I take this opportunity to say thank you very much, Coach, for giving us this chance to say hi to these great people. My other name is Moretti, and have really been into royal mentorship, and I'm one of the guys who normally give support behind the scenes. Basically, I normally assist in, currently I'm assisting in the line of mentorship, that is the mentorship program. I know most of us have mentors and others have mentees through this platform. So that is where I have been assisting currently by the grace of God. So RYMP, we are going far. So thank you very much, Coach, for giving me this chance. Asante sana. Thank you. Nice evening.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much. It's good to come to you live from our headquarters. I want to believe you're having a great evening wherever you are joining us from. This is Modia, and I can see quite a number of us are still on the line. The program's digital media and communications advisor and the strategist. So wherever you see us on social media, wherever you see us on YouTube, on Facebook and other channels, this is the person behind all that. But I want to appreciate all of you. I want to appreciate the coach, the founder of the program, because this has been quite an impactful program in my life. The one speaking to you today, I was a teacher before. So from a teacher to a digital marketing executive. At some point, I will be able to share with you more on the brands that I work with. I work with quite a number of brands at the moment in digital marketing and communications. There are quite a number, about 6 of them. And you can imagine within a span of less than a year, working with all that, it takes the grace of God and of course, commitment. As the speaker of tonight has said that you live your today, you live your vision as a leader, you must be able to be visionary. Great leaders are the people who maybe are not there today, but they saw their future in the present days that they lived. So thank you very much. I am so honored. I'm very, very happy to have met you virtually today. I say that this program formed the basis for my, of course, moving from one field to the other. At the onset of the coronavirus, of course, you all understand how the effects were. And we are very sorry, we just lost connection, but I was speaking of that I was touching on how I came to know about the program and the impact the program has had in my life. And so, because it's not maybe a day of testimonials, you can read my story online. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook. I have shared this quite a number of people, and of course, I believe it's on our on our Facebook page, the Royal Youth Mentorship Program. You will be able to learn and you'll be able to get motivated as well. That when you know, life serves you a lemon, you can make lemonade out of it and be able to overcome or come, of course, make it through. And so I want to encourage someone who is on the line and you're wondering, what do? I don't have a job. Where do I start from? It begins small, just have the passion for something and you will eventually achieve it. I see you past our time, but kindly allow me bring in a friend of mine who is here with me to introduce himself also. With the interest of time, I will be able to share this much more with you. Thank you very much, Coach, for the opportunity. Thank you, asante sana.
Thank you. Good evening, guys. I hope that you're doing well. My name is Charles Irongo. I'm also a member of RYMP, the team behind RYMP. And tonight I'm grateful, of course, for this session. Just to mention, what do I do at RYMP? Of course, apart from the usual support, we have also, I deal with the written content management. So most of the time when we are talking about writing, and very soon we are gonna have a blog for RYMP. So all these sessions that we have had, we shall be turning them into blog articles. And that is basically what I do with RYMP. And yes, that is about me. So thank you very much. I think I'll hand over back to Coach.
Okay, thank you guys. I think it's been a special one. We've never done this before. For a whole year, we have never been in the same room when we are doing this. Actually, it's a bigger team, and others are not here with us. But yes, we are. Yeah, I have a team of just about over 10. So you can be sure there's no way I'm able to do what we do here without these young guys, and they are powerful. They are powerful, and you can hear they are. I mean, I wish we have time. Maybe one of the days I would just session for them alone, just come and just inspire you and give you the inspiration. The most interesting thing is that I think maybe 80% of them I never knew them before we started this. I think I just knew 2 or 3. The rest have just joined along the way. I want to do this. I feel we can do it. We can do better here. I tell them, yeah, just come, add that value there. I can do social media marketing. Just come. I can do. And that's how we have been able to do this. So God bless you so much. I thought that now that I had the opportunity of having them around, to make sure that I appreciate them publicly and let you know. So guys, it's been a great pleasure. God richly bless you. Thank you for always tuning in. And yeah, next time, tag along your friend. We want to even take this a notch higher and even do it better. And yes, I don't know that somebody shared the WhatsApp link. If not yet, was it shared? Let me just post it for you, because I guess maybe somebody might be wanting to join our WhatsApp group so that you are able to know what comes next, what program do we have next, and so on and so forth. So that's there you go. Just yeah, just click on the link and join, and you will be able to, you'll not miss any session that we have. And possibly also together with that, let me also invite you and you can be sure the bulk of them are in the on our YouTube channel, so you can always catch them up catch us there. There is the YouTube link. So if you allow me, I would love to make a closing prayer. Then I play our anthem. As I play our anthem, you can just leave at your pleasure. And please, as you leave, drop a word of where you are listening from. I have heard we have Zimbabwe, we have Uganda. I would want to know who else do we have? Maybe in terms of towns or cities or countries, if you are not in Kenya, now that you're in Kenya. And you're most welcome, those ones who are tuning in. Teddy, it's great to see you again. It's been a while from Uganda, and I'm so happy to see. I'll be glad to keep seeing you and your friends. Thank you very much. Let's learn together. So let's pray. Almighty Father, we thank you. It's been an awesome session. We prayed that you grant us grace, you grant us a good session, that Lord Almighty will not have any network challenges or any problems, and that's exactly what you've done. We are grateful. Thank you for using the speaker of tonight and inspiring us in a special way. Thank you, Lord Almighty, for every lesson we have learned. I pray that, Lord, we will be able to pick all these lessons and translate them into actions in our lives, and that our lives will not be the same again. And Lord, for the speaker, for sacrificing and offering this to us, even for free, Lord Almighty, bless him and expand his territories and cause him to be a big blessing to many others. We thank you as we rest tonight. We ask for your covering and your grace wherever we are and in our respective countries, oh dear Lord. We pray this, believing and trusting in Jesus' name. Amen. You can unmute, say amen. And thank you.
Amen.
Awesome. Yeah, I can see it. I will be playing. Let me play our anthem. And even as I read through the towns where you are listening from. So yes, somebody is helping me read. Tonight was really international. Just a moment, it's coming up. Okay. Okay, here you go. Sorry for that. And all my life. Me through the fire, Eldoret, Kenya. And in darkest night, you were close like no other. Armajo again. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. And I have lived Zambia in the goodness of God. Yeah. That's great. Nice to have you.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, yes.
How are you this evening?
Very good.
I'm okay.
Where are you listening from?
Zimbabwe. Harare.
Oh, Harare. Zimbabwe. Thank
Harare.
you. Good to have all of you guys. So enjoy the song and then you can leave at your pleasure. Shalom.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good night.
And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so.
Presentation
Every breath that I am able, oh, I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna sing. Oh, 'cause all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. Oh, I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. With every breath, over all my days.
Ngivele ngisuke ngomhawu